hello everybody. Welcome back to my show, What Would Sydney Do? I'm your host, Sydney Wanguhu, and this is my show where I get to unpack hot topics, get personal with my guests while I listen with intent. Today's a very cool episode, a very interesting episode. I actually had to fly in to see my guest today. Introducing my sister, Alexis Wanguhu. Hello. Woo! Now, yeah, I'm interviewing my sister. You could possibly think, why is she so intriguing? Why are you sitting down and talking to her? Well, this little one happens to be a model, an actress, and a talent. All at the age of 13, isn't that right?
Big 1-3.
Big 1-3. When did you turn 13?
October 24th, 2010.
Oh, you're a Scorpio, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's a Scorpio, I'm a Taurus. We sister signs is what they say.
Yeah.
That's all you have to say?
So how are you doing?
I'm fine. Whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sitting here with my sister today, and I'm gonna ask her what it's like to be a child model. You know, she's been doing this for a really long time. We'll get all into that. But we're gonna be talking while drawing.
Yes, ma'am.
We're gonna be recreating one of her 2022 Abercrombie archive photo shoots that she did back in, I think it was springtime. It was like a spring editorial.
Yeah.
Is that right? Where was that shoot at? Malibu?
Malibu.
In Malibu.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I can't believe they fly you out and stuff like that. Isn't that what they do?
Mm-hmm. It's really, really fun.
Is it?
I really enjoy, I'm not gonna lie, I think I do prefer modeling a little bit better than acting.
For real?
Just because I love the art behind modeling. But then acting, I could work a little bit harder because sometimes my acting skills are not always the best. But
she can't read, y'all. She can't read. She doesn't know how to read.
You get better.
That's why she likes
You get
modeling.
better. If you keep on practicing, you get better. So I'm just saying the one that I feel more comfortable with because I feel like I'm more better at modeling. That's why I'm saying that. But
and all I'm saying is, imagine what it's like to be 13 and can't read. Sad life.
I can't, but okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
So what agency are you with, by the way?
Stars.
Where are they
located
based?
in San Francisco.
San Francisco. So you a Bay girl?
Mm-hmm.
You from
In
the
Bay Area.
That's really cool. I can't believe they're able to fly you out to all these places. Where else have you been besides Malibu?
Obviously LA. Obviously.
Yes.
Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the other one was maybe Las Vegas.
Vegas. So we got LA, Las Vegas, and Atlanta. What were you doing at 13? Exactly, clock it. Anyways, I feel like it's very appropriate for you to do this. Do you mind slating to the camera to prove to people that you actually do this,
Yes, ma'am. Hi, my name's Alexis Wanguhu. I am... Wait, can we redo that?
Yeah, restart. Sorry.
Hi, my name's Alexis Wanguhu. I'm 13 years old. I am 5'3", and I live in Oakland, California. Thank you.
That's very cute. So you be having to hold up the paper and everything like that?
Usually I hold up the papers, or sometimes they just want a quick one and done go. So.
Can you, first of all, can you explain what slating is to those who do not know what it is?
To be honest, I don't even know why they need my slate, but I know why. I know why they need my slate.
I was about to say.
I'm just sometimes I don't really like doing my slates because if I do an acting role, I just want to get it one and done and go, but then I have to do the slate. But the slate takes real fast. It's nothing too crazy.
Right.
The slate's basically, they just want to know about yourself, and they can tell by who you are by your slate. Because, if you're hi, my name's Alexis, if you have no character, they're like, okay, well.
Yeah, next.
I mean, that's not saying that you're not going to be picked for a role, but it's probably less likely. But, you can show your personality, your character by the way how you slate. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter too much, but I would definitely try to show who you are when you're slating.
And how would you say you slate? How would you describe your slate? How are you able to,
Well, the one that I just did was just a basic slate. It was nothing. It's not.
You gave mediocrity to my audience?
My apologies. For me, I just try my best to talk like myself, how I'm talking to my friends, because that's what they really just want to see, which I feel like is way easier for me to do.
Yeah, and I feel like you're honestly, it pains me to say this, but you are just easily charming. You're very easy on the eye. Yeah, you cute, You can see that you're a lot of fun. You could see that, easygoing. You like to talk, yap a lot. But yeah, so can you talk about how you even started to get into modeling? What was that even like? And pick up your pencil and draw.
Yeah, of course, I can get into that. I started modeling from, I was at like a basically neighborhood party, you could say. And, some woman came up to my mom and gave her a card and said, like, your daughter should do this. And my mom was like, what's going on, right? So she looked at the card, she was like, modeling. Like, my daughter's not doing modeling because, she was supposed to do modeling. She did not, that wasn't her cup of tea, you could say.
No, I don't like, no.
So then mom was like, no, like, if it's not gonna work on my first child, why would it work on my second? But then,
Not true. Mom was like, no, and dad hella pushed it.
That is true. But dad only pushed it because I don't think if dad was not like in the industry of like film directing and all that stuff or behind the camera, he probably wouldn't say yes.
Yeah, shout out dad, he'd be on the camera right now. Okay, he's very well versed in the entertainment scene.
But yeah, so my dad just kept on pushing my mom. She said, yes, your daughter needs to do this. Our daughter needs to be a model. Because, come on now, she can make money for smiling at a camera. Like, I feel like modeling is probably one of the most easiest things. Because
easiest?
Wait, okay,
hot take.
We'll get into that.
Take.
We'll get into that later. But like I was saying, but yeah, my dad kept on pushing my mom. And then we went to the first role. I'm pretty sure my first one was a Old Navy one, if I'm correct.
An Old Navy shoot?
Yeah, Old Navy shoot.
Yeah.
And it just went like that. After one, we did multiple, and that's just how it went.
That's so crazy, bro. Like, it's just started off with one, and then ever since, like, opportunities just started to flow and flow and flow.
Yeah, it really did. I started at 12 months. And I feel like because I was such a young age, I feel like I've been doing it, like, my whole life. And
Your whole 13
years.
years.
13 years. It's a long time.
Exactly.
But I feel like you kind of get used to it.
Yeah.
I get used to it.
I can imagine. I mean, like, what do your friends even think about you modeling? Since you've been doing it for so long, like, do they really think that you're, you the shit? Like, do they think that you're, like, hella cool?
Yes, like, if I say, okay, if I'm having a bad day at school or something, I'm like, ugh, I look ugly today. My friend's like, shut up, you're literally a model. And I'm like,
they try to throw it in your face.
Wrong, though. But, like, sometimes the
girl draw.
Can I have, okay, anyway, guys. The only thing I don't like about being a model is people that search your name up at school.
Ooh.
That stuff is very annoying. I don't like it.
I can imagine.
There's a picture of me going around. There's a picture of me going around when I was doing this modeling
around your campus.
You know that one gig that I did for that movie? I'm pretty sure I was like doing some acting role. And
what movie?
They had to put some stuff in my hair. You remember? It was like a hair thing with my perm or something like that. Let me tell you, the picture is just me screaming with white stuff in my hair, and the picture's going around my school. So, I think that's what I don't like. Yeah. But other than that, I feel like being a model is lit because
let them know.
I have money in my, in my savings and stuff like that, and they don't.
Listen, y'all, she don't do it for the art, she do it for the coin. She does it for the coin.
Would you, come on now. If I didn't make money out of this,
would
Alexis, I be here anyway?
A lot of people are only into, the arts. People have appreciation for the arts.
Go for the people.
So you wouldn't say you have appreciation for the arts?
Go for the people.
Okay. Anyways, so you said that, like, it's a hot topic of you being a model at school and stuff like that. Do you feel like modeling ever takes away from your actual school life,
For me, I personally like I don't want to do homeschooling because I feel like,
don't do that.
I don't want to do that. No, some people do that, and I feel like it's good for some people, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, if you're seriously full-time, then there's no reason for you to be missing school
That's true.
When you're in LA.
That's
just wasting time.
I feel like
wasting
that's
energy.
Valid.
I just think that's like dumb.
Yeah.
But if you're not doing it full time, then I feel like you should go to school. You should have those opportunities and feel normal. So
thank God you're not homeschooled. You'd be so weird, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not.
Shout out to those homeschoolers because they did their things, okay? They did their things. Okay?
Shout out to y'all. So, I mean, can you describe what it's like a day on set? Describe what it's like for you. Do you have like a routine? With these brands that you worked with, who have you worked with? Like Old Navy, Gap, Old Navy, Gap, Pottery Barn. Describe what it's like. Athleta? Describe what it's like for us.
A day on set, I'm gonna use reference for Athleta because I usually do Athleta a lot.
Yes, we love Athleta.
So basically for a day in my life, if I'm shooting for Athleta, I usually wake up pretty early, maybe around 6, and then my mom and we get our things. I don't carry that many things. All you need is a bottle of water because they provide all the other stuff for you. So you're going to be fine. They provide food.
On-set teachers?
Yeah, so they provide everything for you.
Right.
All you need to bring is yourself and
a good attitude.
You're ready to go. And a good energy, you are ready to go. Okay, guys? If you don't have a good energy, then I don't know if modeling's for you because modeling is not for the weak all the time. I'm not going to lie.
Why do you say that?
Because, okay, I did say it's pretty easy.
You did say that. So
but
this is what I wanted to get
it's easy
into.
if you just make it easy. You make it difficult if you don't want to do this and that.
Though?
Let me explain, okay? While working on set, you're going to meet many different kids and stuff. And one thing I've noticed is that, some of these people do modeling to do modeling. But some of these people do not do modeling for the model. And let me tell you what that means. It's that when you're modeling, it's not hard. But if you start complaining about this and that and this and that,
yeah,
you're making it harder on everyone, number one.
Yeah.
You're making it harder on yourself.
Who's complaining though? Like the parents, the directors?
It could be
the kids themselves?
Usually like the kids. It's like sometimes like, but yeah, that's just something I've noticed with like some people. And I feel like, no shade to them, that's just how they are. I mean, I don't know.
Thank you.
Some people can work at their own time speed, which is definitely what I do. I don't take my time when I'm modeling. I definitely go very, very fast, I would say, because I try my best to listen and not talk. But I do that in a subtle way, because sometimes, to be honest, I don't really like talking too much when I'm on set or when I'm doing something.
Period.
Because I'm just trying to get this done and over with. And it's not because I don't like doing it, I don't like being in the moment. I like everything about it. It's just, for me, I want to...
Yeah, you're about your work, you're about your craft.
Literally.
And you want to get to the bag.
So, like, I'm a boss, if you think about it.
Oh, is that what you would call yourself?
I think
I definitely would not. So, I don't know if you have seen the, like, quiet on set stuff.
Yes, I have.
Touchy subject, I know. But when you, like, watched it, or, like, if you've heard anything about it, like, how does that make you feel knowing that you've also been in spaces where these kids have been like abused and stuff like that? Does that make you feel any type of way?
It definitely makes me feel not happy, but I'm not shocked. That's the thing though. It's like I'm not shocked.
For real?
I'm not saying because like I'm not saying like the people on the set are weird. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the amount of times that maybe you're not in a room with a parent or, you're not doing something with a parent, it's pretty big. I'm not going to sit here and be like, no, I'm with my mom all the time. I'm safe. I'm good. Because that's just not true. That's not true. I'm not going to sit here and lie.
Yeah.
There's been like numerous times when I was maybe like changing and stuff like that, or or someone's like, oh, Alexis, can you come here to do something real quick, and my mom's in the other room. Or when I'm doing something, if I'm modeling, my mom's usually in the other room because they tell the parents, okay, go here, set, or
like parents are separated.
Yeah, separated.
Parents are separated, so you're in spaces where like you're alone with these adults, these stranger adults that you're just working with for a day.
I know,
for a short period of time.
And I know that definitely could sound like a little sketchy. But, at the same time, I feel like it's just how it works. And it's not saying that your parents cannot walk in. If your mother, your dad, anyone wants to walk in, you are actually welcome to do that sometimes. I'm not saying that for all, but all the places that I've worked in, they're very welcoming and nice. So I've never felt that way, but I'm not as shocked.
Right.
Because you can definitely take advantage from...
You can get taken advantage of
yes.
very easily.
It's definitely scary.
I can imagine. I mean, thank God Mom was able to be there from when you started and from like still now you know, and she's a momager. Okay, she is about her child. How she was talking about how people are there for modeling, but not there for the models. I feel like mom's kind of really been there for you, right? Like she's definitely like listened to maybe your complaints.
Yeah.
Right? Is that would you say that?
I would definitely say that. I feel like the only person that understands me, because let me tell you, if someone asks me on that set, if it's someone that I don't know, or even if I do know that I've worked with before, and they ask me, "Are you okay?" I'm gonna say yes.
Right.
Even if I'm not.
Right.
Even if I'm
'Cause you can't
uncomfortable. Even if
somebody.
I'm not in the mood. Even if my stomach's hurting. Like anything,
Yeah.
I will say yes. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Because that's just how it be. And I'm not saying because I don't feel comfortable with the person. It's just like
You never know. You never know.
you never know. So
I feel like that's a Scorpion in you, low-key, though. Like, you are very independent to yourself, and you're only cool with your people. That's good that you be checking in with mom, though, and mom knows the full
yeah, I'm
woman.
glad that I definitely have someone to check in and tell like how I feel to someone. So I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mom.
Can we check in to see with our drawings, please? Because I feel like mine's looking pretty... I feel like mine's looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. We'll insert the picture up above so you guys can compare and contrast. I don't know why she has a cone head. Why do you have two braids?
I'm adding more, bro. Leave me alone.
Whatever.
She's been hogging up the black, y'all. Like, it's not my fault.
Listen.
Pull up that picture one more time. Come on.
Whatever. Listen, if I were you, Wawa, like, I don't even know what I would do. I think for me, because I love entertainment and the cameras and the blah, 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 and I just love being behind the scenes so much.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd be in awe, and I feel like I'd be like in La La Land all the time, but you're really about your work.
I am.
You're really locked in.
I am.
That is so crazy. So do you see yourself taking this farther? Like, do you see yourself being runway model? Do you see yourself going to New York Fashion Week eventually?
Yes.
Really?
I think I just want to be a model because honestly, like this is not, for me, this is not hard. This is really easy. Like I say that a lot, but this is so,
It
I
just
enjoy
amazes
this.
me how...
And you know, I talk about this all the time, how I
my
really don't want to
God.
be doing work. I don't really want to be
She does
get into
say
work.
that. And the fact that she's saying how easy this is, I just feel like it's a sign.
Like, does this feel easy for you? Like,
what I'm doing
this and talking.
Oh, this is my shit. Yeah.
Like, this is her stuff, y'all. Let me tell you about this girl.
Ugh.
Literally, before this girl was like, okay, guys, you want to know my favorite thing about this job is that I know my stuff. I know how to do my job.
I do.
So I think that's something that, like, I admire about literally any person is when they're literally, like, fascinated about something that they're interested in.
Yeah.
Like, anything.
Yeah.
I feel like I just admire that. I love when people find something that they love.
Yeah.
Because you can tell, like, they're really interested in that. And I feel like that shows who the person is. I don't know. I really like that personally.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess we'll just check back in, 10 years? 10 years plus from now to see if you're going to be at the Met Gala, to see if you're going to be, you know.
Okay, then not too much, because if I don't go, then...
Oh, that'd be so bad. Listen, if I were to think, what would I do if I were this one? I feel like I'd be so drunk with all the lights and the... Chill, bro. Let me cook. I feel like I'd be very drunk with all, like, you know, the lights and the cameras and the blah, 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 blah. Like, it's just so cool to me. I'm so, like, entertained by the behind the scenes stuff. So for you to be so nonchalant about it blows my mind.
Yes.
But anyways, thank you, everybody, for tuning in to What Would Sydney Do? It has been a great episode sitting down here with my girl, my sister, my kin, Alexis Wanguhu. You guys can follow her at Alexis_Wanguhu on Instagram.
WANGUHU.
Don't get it wrong. And tune in next time. I don't know who I'm going to talk to. If I'm going to talk to the president, Drake, or the Wall, I don't know.
Sexy Red.
Just make sure you watch. Thank you. Goodbye.